Good morning, beloved. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever it is that you are watching the broadcast. Hello, hello, hello. It is wonderful connecting with you, saying hi, hello, how do you do? What is happening? What's going on with you? Blessings, 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 and more blessings to those who will be live. Yes, yes, yes. Let's do it. For those who will hashtag and replay it, I love it. For those who will be on and I don't know you on and I might not never know you on, I can appreciate that. And for those who will be used by Papa at some point down the road to encourage this girl, let's make it do what it do. Let's make it do what it do. Let's make it do what it do. All right, all right, all right, all right. Um, so we are plugging right on along and um, you know, planning for the next. Because that's what you do, right? You plan for the next. So you execute. What's your execution for your next step? So I've got some steps I need to complete today for the execution of my next. I got some steps that I must complete today for the execution of the next. For the execution of the next. Yep, got to complete. Hey, Brian. Good morning, sis. Have a good day and a weekend. Stay safe and warm. You too, sis. You too. You too. So I've got some things to complete because there is always a next. There is always a next. Now, remember, it's so important to be satisfied, for satisfied in your now, right? It's so important to be content. Content and satisfaction don't mean you just stop, okay? It does not mean you just stop. But it's so important to be satisfied in your now while still being eager for more. That's that's vital because you have the best of both worlds. You have the peace and inner calm that comes from giving yourself permission to smell the roses. Good morning, Tanya. Hey, sis. Love you right back. Congratulations, Miss Dula. Congratulations on being with mom and babe. Um, so you have the contentment and inner peace that comes from an appreciation of what is already. So you smell your roses of what is. You're welcome, sis. You have grace and graciousness and, for what is. And then you you have a desire for what is to become, right? You have uh, eagerness for what is to become, but that eagerness does not forfeit your contentment of what is, right? There's a harmony of the two. The what is does not have you uh, sleep and what's the word? Sleeping dormant because you've accomplished what is. It doesn't get you stuck in the I've done my part. No, 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 no. You are breathing. You have more parts. I'm just saying. Right? So there's this harmony of honoring what is, appreciating what is, valuing what is, right? Uh, taking the time to have contentment by what is, and then knowing that there is eagerness for your next. So that's why we have next execution. What's your execution for your next? even with what is. So the next queens, I'm working on my, yes, me too, sis. I'll start that next week. Me too. Well, actually, yeah, I've already started. The next Self-Love Queens Adventure is April 29th through May 3rd. April 29th through May 3rd. It is a different weekend this year. So those of you who haven't been able to go, because the weekend has always been the weekend after Mother's Day, and that those dates never work for you. I've got a couple of people who it was, different reasons they couldn't go. I'm inviting you back to the Queen's Adventure because now we have a different weekend. And so I will get those links out to folk. And if you know you want to go and that weekend works for you, then reach out to me. You know how to get to me. But at any rate, that's my ongoing contribution to our continued growth is the Self-Love Queens Adventure. And it's crazy because this will be our sixth one. Six. It don't take God a long time to get something done. It does not take God a long time to get something done at all. It does not take a long time. And so here we are doing what we do. Wow, 6. Isn't that crazy, sis? Isn't that crazy? This will be our 6th one. Yep, this will be our 6th one. Our 5th year, but our 6th adventure. Yep, 2026 will be our 5th year. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Yeah, it'll be our 5th year, but our 6th adventure. So, yeah. So here we are doing what we do. And I'm super excited about it. I really am. I am so elated about the possibility that comes with that kind of event. So well done. Whatever it is, give yourself a well done, because you did the thing that is yours to do. You honored your soul's cry. You gave it what you have, right? You gave it what you have. You did your part. You did your part. And you deserve a pat on the back. Don't wait. Don't ever wait for somebody else to pat you on your back for your contribution to the universe. Don't ever wait. Don't wait. Pat your own self on the back. Toot your own horn. Recognize your unique contribution. And know that no one could have done it like you. So provide your appreciation for your willingness, for your sacrifice, for your well done, Tanya. Yes, well done, sis. Well done. Well done. I don't know that anyone could have, but you, right? Could have provided Mom and Babe with the level of comfort that you did because of who you are to Mom and Babe. I don't know that anybody could have done that, but you did because you were positioned. Ha! All right now, that's shouting. Because you were positioned, because you did the prior work, because you made yourself available. So you were positioned to support Mom and Babe in a way that no one else could have. Like, I'm so super excited about that thought, that we are positioned to do the thing that only we can do. It ain't about competition. It ain't never been about competition. That's a nonsense Western kind of an idea that we got to compete with each other for the same pot or whatever. There is no competition, y'all. That's nonsense. Nobody could have competed with Tanya for being the doula in this situation. There was no other contestant in the running that could meet the criteria that she met. She didn't have to think about anybody else. There was no need for it because of who she was to mom, because of who she was to babe, right? She already was at the front of the line. But because she did her prior work that gave her the credentials of being a doula, she was more at the front of the line. But because she also had experience, right? She was even more so at the front of the line because she answered the call. Like everybody else fell off if there had been a competition, but there can't be. I need y'all to hear that when you show up as you, that's it. Like it takes everybody else out of the race. That's why we don't need to worry about, trying to be like somebody else. We look at people to compare just to kind of get ideas, perhaps, just to see what's possible. That's what comparison is for, to show us possibilities, because sometimes we don't know something is possible until we see somebody else do it. And then we don't get jealous about it. We just like, oh, they've done it, so it's possible. Okay. And sometimes it ain't even, sometimes we get downloads and insights straight from the throne room. Maybe somebody else haven't done it, but our soul know it's possible. So I'm just saying, y'all, let's not waste time looking across the aisleway, being jealous and upset that somebody else did something we didn't do, when all we need to do, beloved, is show up as our true, authentic selves and continually growing in that authenticity and do the thing that is natural and normal for us to do. And when we do that, it's fire, as Tanya would say. It's fire. And that possibility of fire is available for all of us. It is available for all of us. So I'm just inviting us, beloved. I am really just inviting us to show up and grow. That's right. Show up and grow. Show up and serve. Show up and be. And there's blessings in the being. So that means you're showing up in your preparation. You're showing up in the receiving of your idea. You're showing up in the execution of it. You're showing up in the evaluation of it. You're showing up in all of the possibilities. Show up. All of that other nonsense or worried about who said what, who shot John, am I good enough? That's nonsense, right? That's Western culture in your mind, right? That's the capitalistic society of comparison, of zero-sum game. This is not a zero-sum game. I need us to know that. Just because somebody else got their piece of the pie, in no way does it eliminate our ability to get our piece of the pie, because our pie has no limitation to it. There is not an ending to the pie that was created in an abundant universe. It is not one pie. It's not 10 pies. The pie is perpetual and continual if there's a pie, right? So our capitalistic society says that it's a zero sum. If they get it, I won't be able to get mine. If they get too much, then mine diminishes. No, we live in a situation where high tide raises all ships. People who believe in zero sum, they can't stand to see other people rise, because they think they're getting too close to them if they already have it. Or if they don't have it, they see it as a competition. Well, I can't become a beautician now because they already doing it. They already doing that style. Baby, I just need you to know, if that's right, all can eat the pie. Good morning, cousin. Love you. All is well. That's right. If you show up as you gonna show up as you. And you gonna draw in the people that are unique to you. We ain't ever got to worry about they got in there first. So what? If that's what your soul is inviting you to, get in there, because then you will show up and do the thing that only you can do, the way that only you can do it. Come on now. Right? Come on now. There are all kinds of women who have women advances, women retreats, So this, that, I promise you, nobody does it like the Self-Love Queen's Adventure. And again, that is not a competition. I am not in competition for nobody, because I tell you, the way my mind works, if somebody was trying to compete with me, beloved, they would drive themselves crazy, because I will change my mind on a dime. This Queen's Adventure that we just had, it was like no other Queen's Adventure. But the truth of the matter is, each Queen's Adventure is not like the previous Queen's Adventure. We have some things that have been alike, meaning we've gone to the same place up into this one. We had similar lodging up into this one. Do you see? But other than that, we don't know what's going to happen, because it's coming from divine downloads, and there is no limitation in what we can receive through a divine download. Alignment, reception, execution. Okay? All right, beloved, I love y'all. I really do. I appreciate you. At the moment that Abba gave us our breath, like, it's crazy. Life is crazy amazing, right? We was just overseas in Aruba, right? We didn't get back here until late Tuesday night, almost Wednesday morning. Wednesday, I rested all day. I did the live, but that was it. I laid on the couch, ate food, relieved myself, went in and out of slumber. That was recuperation. Thank you, Kathy, because you needed that. I'm so glad that you had gained the wisdom to not try to come back home at work. Because there was a time when I'd have came back home, I'd have had clients at 7 o'clock. Not wise, but I had to grow to that wisdom, right? I had to grow to that wisdom. And I had to trust from a money perspective, right? That I have everything I need. That's Edie. I have everything I need. Yes. And so, to proceed and succeed, she says, I got everything I need. I have everything I need. And so, because of that, I came back home and took my butt to sleep all day Wednesday. Rested. Now, yesterday, I had a full load. I think I had 11 clients yesterday, but that's all good. I've got 4 or 5 today, and then I'm going to have some fun time with my girlfriend this evening. Anyway, rest and recuperation, right? All right, I love y'all. Thank y'all for being on, for playing with me. At the moment that Abba gave us our breath, me and you, we forfeited, we relinquished, you and I gave up the right to not be amazing. Come on, show up with your goods. Put yourself in preparation, make yourself available, and you will blow your mind and be of service to others in the process. I love you. Have a fantastic weekend. See you at the top of the hour on Monday.